Hey guys, I'm sure coming out to you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. How y'all doing? This is going to be a fun one here. I'm not sure if it will go live on Mother's Day or the day after. I am not up to date on my editing schedule right now. However, happy Mother's Day. I know I have a set, not to brag or anything, but I have a 7% female demographic, so I know there's a few moms out there.
You are the husband that they never had. You are that dreamboat guy that never came along. You are the one night stand.
Happy Mother's Day if you are one of them. Massive shout out to my mom. It feels weird to say. I don't know if the best vigil is a Raid Shadow Legends video, but I think it's important. It's kind of taboo sometimes to talk about loved ones who have passed away. I lost my mom 12 years ago, just a couple years before I started my YouTube career, which kind of led me to travel the world, to start a couple companies, and to kind of get to where I am today. And it's so sad to me, bittersweet, that I've been able to take this journey in my life with you guys to a large extent, but that my mom, the person who meant the most to me in this world, wasn't able to just be there and witness it. And that's the tragedy. Sometimes it's gonna, happen to all of us to some extent in our lives, But she was an amazing person, and she really shaped who I am as a person. She was a seeker. She was a searcher. She grappled with the big questions of life and existentialism, and I'm the same way. I kind of suck at small talk. If you ever see me in real life and I'm kind of maybe awkward or whatever.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Be good just to hold them down by your side. Yeah, great.
Well, we're real happy with, you gotta be happy.
It's because I like talking about meaty subjects, and I'm not very good at what the weather is like or whatever the heck, Anyway, guys, she taught me to be a seeker as well, and I definitely take after her in that regard. So remembering my mom today or yesterday, depending on when this video goes live. Guys, today I want to go ahead and this has been a popular request. So, I feel like they trickle in these comments, right? Every video I see, probably like 1 to 3 comments asking for a Fire Knight hard team that is actually using champions that aren't legendaries. And that's a very tall task, I gotta be honest with you guys, because, well, it's the hardest dungeon. It's the hardest content in the game in Fire Knight hard, to me, I don't think anything is really close to it, at least in my opinion. But I put together a team, and it's really on the back, an all-epic team for Fire Knight hard. You can do stage 1 and stage 2. It's not much, not stage 10. However, the cool thing is this gets you in the door to getting mythical artifacts, right? And mythical artifacts in Fire Knight especially, it's dirty that they made it this difficult, because Fire Knight, I mean, is it even a debate? It's the best place to farm in the game. Savage, stun, and regeneration. We could stop there, but crit damage, shield, heck, even, curing gear. You can have some use cases, but I'm not going to put it in the same category. But the big 3, the trifecta, if you will, of regen, stun, and savage, man.
I can never get them.
If you can get your hands on some mythical gear, you can start farming up even in the earlier stages. It's going to be great for your account. Today, I've assembled the team, and it's really on the back of a brand new champion in the game, and that is Croydon the Blue. Really cool champion. This guy is S tier. Like, best of the best. I think probably the best Fire Knight hard, and probably, still up there on Fire Knight normal. Not the best. I think a lure would probably take that. But he has a triple hitter with freeze on the A1, a whopping 35% on each hit. And then, not to mention the triple hitter to begin with, right, for that shield. On the A2, a double hitter with freeze on both hits, 65% land rate. That's great. As you guys know, freeze will reduce the turn meter of the Fire Knight on Fire Knight hard. But then Blessing of the Blue is A3 is also insanely good. He's bringing increased speed and a turn meter fill on all allies by 15% on a 3-turn cooldown. Big version, obviously, on the increased speed. Furthermore, Snow Dancer fills his champion's turn meter by 5% for each freeze debuff placed by this champion. And he looks freaking cool, right? I mean, he's a cool champion. I love it. I love this dude. So we got him on the team. We have Deacon Armstrong. He's fantastic. He has a 2-hitter on the A1. He's got a decreased defense. He's got turn meter and an extra turn on the A3, okay? So he's going to be the motor of the team, the motor that keeps everything going. We have Morag Bronzelux. So Morag's not essential to this team. Neither is Deke, but they're both great. A 2-time hitter on her A1. She's got an AoE strengthen on her A2. That's going to help us stay alive because the Fire Knight is going to be hitting us at least once on this run. We have no reviver, so we can't afford anybody to die. So that strengthen does help us out. And then she has a ally attack, right? More attacks on that shield. Sign me up. She's going to counterattack when she's hit under a strengthen buff placed by herself. Okay, that's great. And then we have Fat Man, Farrakhan the Fat. Basically, we just built him fast, and that's all we cared about, just speed. A little bit of survivability, increased crit rate, increased crit damage, then attacks. Well, all allies except this champion will attack, so that's fantastic as well. And then we have Gory. Gory has a double hitter, extra hit if the target's under a freeze on his A1. Then he has a 3-time hitter, each hit with a 100% chance of placing a freeze on his A2. And then he attacks one enemy and shield. Wait. So counterattack buff and increase out on this chamber 2 times. We should shut off the A3, huh, guys? Ignore defense, shield, ignore, no. We're gonna shut off that A3. Counterattacks the cold comfort skill whenever an enemy places these debuffs on an ally. Gory is really freaking good. Now, if you don't have Gory, you can easily replace him with Yakarl the Scourge, right? If you don't have Croydon, though, I could try Yakarl. You could try Yakarl, but I don't know. He's pretty amazing with the increased speed that he's also bringing to the table. I think it would increase the speed threshold that you'll need to execute this strategy. Now, the good news is on this team is there are no, I'm sure there are, I guess technically, but there's no, I don't have any AI going on. Like there's nothing, right? You can see the stats, 239 speed on Deke, Morag 176, ideally should be faster, but I just threw these champions together, right? I'm leaving the complicated strategy to all the better YouTubers than me. I'm the guy who I'm like, you know what? All these champions have great skills. Let's throw them all together and see what happens. And then we'll alter things later.
Why am I watching this?
Fat Man, we have, like I said, I just went all out speed. Triple speed set on Fat Man, right? I'll show you all the gear at the end of the video. 200 speed on Gory. Yeah, whatever. And then Crodium, we have a 239 speed. So these are all realistic speeds to get to. Fat Man doesn't need to be that fast, but I used my new artifact selector optimizer to prioritize speed on speed gear that I had available, and I just threw it on him, right? So again, I don't have anybody. I could go in on round 2 and make sure that we're maybe opening with the best moves. Well, let's not use beatdown on round 2, and let's not use Raider Captain, the 2 ally attacks on round 2. That way on round 3, we'll have them fresh off cooldown. We can get that shield down, okay? Other than that, whatever, right? So let's go ahead and run the team. And an all-epic Fire Knight hard team, I mean, this team was made for Fire Knight with those freezes. Gory and Croydon?
Cryoden.
You know what? It wouldn't be an Ash Raid Shadow Legends video if I didn't butcher the hell out of a new champion's name here, right?
I knew this day was missing something.
So we'll call him Croydon.
Cryoden.
I don't know if that's right or not, but while we're here, while we're at the waves are not that exciting. I will say one thing, though. That A2... these are level 350 mobs, and we don't have a reviver, and frankly, we don't have much support on the team other than the strengthen of Morag, right? So it's really nice to have those AoE freezes to make sure the team stays alive to get to the Fire Knight, because again, these mobs have a lot of HP and they hit freaking hard. All right, so this is Croydon the Blue, thanks to hellhades.com. He gives him a 5-star rating in Fire Knight hard. I absolutely agree there. His multipliers aren't that great. 1.2 average on the A1, 1.9 on the A2. We have Morag. You can see she has a 1.85 and a 3.9 strong rating on the A1, the A2. And then we have a Gory. This is Gory here. We have a godlike rating of 1.8 attack on the A1, a 2.1 attack on the A2, but is a 3-time hitter, and a 5.6 on his A3. And we forgot to turn it off. You know what? We could turn it off for more hits on that shield. I think I would probably go ahead and do that. I just forgot to. So now we're going to have our ally attacks fresh off cooldown. And wait till you guys see this Fire Knight run, man. I'm going to show you Fire Knight the next level as well, just for the heck of it. Just because I want to spend more than 7 minutes with you guys, 10 minutes or whatever. Here we go, guys. Ally attack, ally attack. We come in here. We get that shield down really quick. And now we're going to start dropping our freezes. which you'll see the turn meter drop of the Fire Knight, right? All right, so here we go. Decrease turn meter, decrease turn meter, decrease turn meter. You guys saw it on the A1, right? Comes in there. Look at this. Sorry, I'm spellbound right now. I was actually seeing if Gory had enough resist is what I was looking for there. I saw some resist, but I didn't know if the turn meter, either way. So, like I said, guys, we're gonna take one hit, and we do. I'll say one thing, though. Gory, we could probably boost up his, HP just a little bit there. I want to be real with you guys. I ran this 10 times on both stages, and we did not lose. We did not lose given these stats on these champions. However, I need to build a little bit more survivability, because it's nice to be able to clear one, Fire Knight one time or 2 times, but we want this to be consistent 100%. That way we're not losing energy, wasting energy. But you guys saw, man, that's it. It's a 2-prong strategy, or 3-prong. Turn meter boosting, ally attack, and freezes for turn meter manipulation. Croydon put out almost a mil, Gory almost a mil, Farrakhan almost a mil, Morak 1.4, and Deke with 1 million damage as well. Not too bad. What do we get here? Defense, crit damage, no thank you. All right, let's go to the next stage. Let's try stage 2 here. Void Affinity, right? Now, I assume maybe if you had your area bonuses on your Great Hall all the way mapped. By the way, guys, I haven't even done stage 9 and 10. I have the gear and the champions. The problem is, and I'm sure you guys are in the same boat in a lot of areas of the game, problem is I have the champions that I need for these stages already built for other areas of the game. Like, I'm gonna need to build my Valkyrie with, like, way faster than I have her, and everything else, and rebuilding all these champions. You know how there's like the champion tags they have in this game? Maybe I'm asking too much here, but I wish there was a way. This is a way to circumvent, like, you know how people always ask for the silver to be removed from swapping artifacts? Let me start the run instead of blabbing to you guys. Before we go in though, guys, let's go ahead and make that adjustment to Gory's Frostbreaker. Let's turn that off on the 3rd wave, because this dude, he hits only 1 level higher, stage 2, but he hits quite a bit harder. Now back to my point, guys. Wait, what's so funny with Harrier over here? What's so funny, Harrier? Hot sauce, the Wabbit. I mean, Wabbit is really fun in Hydra, especially in Retaliation. Oh, nice. Must try him that stopped at 30 mil, got bored. OMG, hello, okay. Harrier always laughing, causing a stir in the clan chat, man. What a rebel rouser. Do you guys have the same grievance as I do here? Like Valkyrie, for example. I need a fast Valkyrie for Fire Knight 9 and 10, okay? But I need maybe a slower Valkyrie with a lot more defense for Demon Lord. And then I need a nuking Valkyrie for Arena, right? What if they allowed us, like, I don't know, 2 builds per champion, right? Where as long as the artifacts weren't on somebody else, we could just switch between 2 artifact sets, right? Without having to pay a lot of silver, maybe we get a discount. Who knows? Even if we have to pay the full price of silver, it'd still be easier than having to go out and dig those artifacts around, because to me, I am so lazy when it comes to certain elements of this game. You know, some of the elements I don't mind doing, and I think everybody's probably the same way. Like, one of the things I'm bad at is clearing my inbox of artifacts.
OMG!
I always let it get all the way to 400, and I'm like, oh crap, I can't farm, I've got to inbox. Anybody else like that? Let me know what you think of that idea anyway. 2 different builds, so we can tag a champion, different artifact sets just pop up on them for wherever we need them, you know? Anyway, so the shields, are we going to lose Gory? Are we going to lose anybody? No. Okay, everybody stays alive. That's big. Because I think that means we're going to be okay. There's the ally attack. Shield is already down. Look at that turn meter. Ooh, look at all those freezes going down on Croydon. That turn meter gets all the way back to 0. Dude, that's a strong, strong A2 ability. All right. Here we go. I advise Phantom Touch as well. I also advise the area bonuses of, like Live Arena. I mean, you guys can do what you want, but I'd strongly advise you guys consider. We have Strengthen up right now. We should be okay for a Fire Knight attack. Unless we take too many turns here. Wait, we might not need it. Come on. Get in there. One more ally. Okay, freeze. Oh boy. Oh, he's down. down! Fire Knight down! All epic team strikes again. We get Croydon at 650, Gory at 984. You guys can see the stats. Really fun team. I really like all these champions, each in their own way. You know, some of them are pretty niche, but I like them. What do we get? Savage with crit rate and crit damage. But I've had this thing lately that I've
Oh, they're getting bigger.
like,
Wait a second. So
okay, I'm gonna keep it. I'm trying to make myself sell everything 5-star no matter what, you know? And it's easier when I can't look at the gear and talk myself into it. It's easier with the new filters on the auto battles. Either way, guys, I want to show you all these champions really quickly. What I was mentioning earlier, or starting to mention earlier and lost my train of thought, is area bonuses. Do what you want, of course, but I am putting almost everything into Fire Knight. Everything, because it's so difficult, you know, from Live Arena. Anyway, Morag is in lethal and crit damage, even though they can't fix this bug, apparently. But there she is. You can see her total stats over here. I'll show you her masteries. Again, the crit rate is coming from Farrakhan. Masteries, you guys can see, went down, picked up a Retribution, War Master. We have Deke, he's got War Master, he's down the accuracy side of, or HP side of the mastery tree. Here you guys can take a look what I have going on over there. And then we have total stats on Deke. 373 on the accuracy, 239, 100. He doesn't need to be crit capped. Most importantly is survivability on this champion and accuracy. Fat Man, as I said, we have triple speed gear on him right now. He has flat stat gear on him right now. That's how poorly I have him built, just because of the speed. But he has enough HP to get by on this team, and again, it's all about the speed, really, with Fat Man. And then we have Croydon. As I mentioned, we have triple perception on him. The total stats here, 237, 102, 143, 369. Some survivability. I would say this, guys. Fire Knight Stage 1 of hard, I'm aiming for like 38k minimum, probably 40k to be safe minimum on the HP. On level 2 hard, I think you really need to aim for 45k, because a crit hit could kill you. And one champion down, you're probably not going to be able to beat the Fire Knight. And if you don't beat the Fire Knight, then you're going to be losing energy. And I don't want to be responsible. I can't be held responsible.
can't be held responsible.
Anybody know that? Is it Verve? Verve? Verve pipe? Masteries on Croydon. We have Giant Slayer. If I had blessings on these dudes, again, I would put Phantom Touch on them. We have Gory, no blessings on him either. I put Phantom Touch. War Master went down the support tree as well. Picked up the accuracy, Lore of Steel. We have 2 perception and a broken set on him. Total stats you guys can see here. There it is, guys. Hopefully this helped out a few of you who were asking me in the comments for a long time for less pay-to-win options for Fire Knight Hard Dungeons. That way you can start getting your hands and looting up some mythical gear. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.